My name is Brandon Mazzoni, and I am here to talk to you today on my speech about revisiting the drinking age. So first of all, the drinking age has been debated for many years. In fact, in the 1970s and 80s, it was Congress originally tried passing many laws that would require the federal minimum drinking age to be 21. However, according to the 21st Amendment, it is they cannot legally do that because the 21st Amendment gives the right to individual states to set what the drinking age to what they think is right in their opinion. However, in 1984, the National Minimum Drinking Age Act was passed by Congress that stated all states who did not raise their minimum drinking age to 21 would be fined by or punished by getting 10% of their federal funding cut for highways, which can be looked at as how do we look at that and say that's not or that's constitutionally acceptable for Congress to blackmail individual states to comply with what they deemed is right, although because it didn't work the first time. But we can look at the reasoning for that. And Congress's reasoning was that there was a high amount of alcohol-related traffic and accidents between young adults between the ages of 18 and 21. So then that moves me to my first point, which is how is current drinking age currently affecting young adults' behavior? And there's been many studies, and all those studies show that roughly 60% of college-age students drink, and out of all college students, 40% admit to binge drinking. This is estimated because this is just what the students that just admitted to it. However, the writers of the Congressional Digest did state that there has been no significant behavior change ever since the law went through, and the law, which the act that states 21 years old for the drinking age. And this also encourages circumvention of the law. So basically, this law having 21 years old or 21 years of age allows inquires that a bunch of young adults want to break the law in order to drink because they want to drink. This brings me to my second point: is how do young adults act when they become of age? Well, first off, there's this sort of disconnect once they become of age, because there is a lack of knowledge when it comes to understanding how to handle and respect the consumption of alcohol. Professor Chris Carpenter of Vanderbilt estimates for young adults 21 years of age and older, they are 6% more likely to get arrested than those of 21 years or younger than 21 years old. This statistic isn't based off of alcohol consumption, but it is quite drastic, the jump in arrest from that age. And with this, a lot of people speculate, okay, why don't we just lower the drinking age then? But then, how young is too young? For many high school age students between the ages of 14 and 18, alcohol consumption can severely interfere with the brain development and, in fact, increase vulnerability to addiction. And that is not necessarily something that we want to promote in today's society. And Dr. Lang from the National Drug Research Institute stated that the abstinence of alcohol until the age of 18 will severely or greatly reduce the risk of alcohol-related problems in future. So with that being said, we should probably hold on, or we should not allow alcohol drinking until at least the age of 18. And this brings me to my concluding thoughts and statements, asking myself, what would be the ideal age that we should have the national minimum drinking age to be? With the idea that we want to keep alcohol out of high schools in order to promote healthy living and positive brain development, we should set it above 18 years old because the majority of high school students are between the ages of 14 and 18. With this, it sets the idea of setting the minimum age to 19. Having it at 19 years old also will not open the door for the circumvention of the law. So that way, college-age students will not be looking to drink just because they can get away with it and they know they're not supposed to be. This statistic is proposed that will also help decrease the amount of alcohol consumption in college-age students 18 to 21 years old. Now, if we were to change it, it's not going to work perfectly at first. In fact, it'll increase in risk and opportunity just because we are not properly educated as a society of how to handle alcohol consumption at the age of 19 yet. In fact, Dr. Yoru stated that the abstinence of alcohol under the age of 18, wrong section. This doctor stated that changes to alcohol control will have an immediate spillover effect on the psychological well-being of young adults. And so basically, no matter what, it's going to take a while. It's going to fluctuate, and it's going to take a while before society finds that median of where we'll start seeing these positive changes with the research that is shown. And as a wise philosopher once said, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.